We're joined by the leading voices who are talking about 5G in India, and who better than one of the leading players joining us. Thank you, Nitin, for joining us from Ericsson India team. Nitin, first things first, I must ask you, is major announcement by Prime Minister Modi. How's the company looking at this launch of 5G in India? What are the plans?
So we have been waiting for this for last couple of months or years, I would say, and preparing well for this moment. So for us as technology providers, what we need to ensure is that we have the right products at the right time with the right price points, right? And also deployable for India. What I mean by that is that it has to support the features that are needed and also be light in weight and volume and so on and so forth. So we have been working, preparing ourselves, and from our point of view, it's the right time. So we are fully ready and ready to embark on the 5G journey in India.
Right. Nitin, one key thing that is coming out of this whole conversation is that this is going to set a very competitive platform for India, be it intra or inter, across globally also. Where do you see India, if I talk about in 2030 with 5G?
So 2030, let me start by this, right? So we do a consumer research and also we do a market study, and we also have an India lecture for it. So our estimates show that there is a heavy demand for 5G services in India. 5G globally, what we have seen, has picked up faster than any of the previous Gs or technologies. So in India, we expect about 37% subscribers to have 5G subscription by 2027, which amounts to about 400-500 million subscribers. We expect total of 1.3 billion subscriptions. And this is what I'm talking about, consumer only, right? On top of that, there would be enterprise use cases, which we also expect coming. So, for anything to get digitalized, the basic need is a strong, robust and secure connectivity layer, which is basically the foundation for digitalizing anything and everything we want to do. And there's a lot of scope in India, both from a consumer and enterprise segments. So we are very excited about the opportunities that we see in India in the coming years.
Right. That's great. You did mention about data in the survey that you recently conducted. I was going through this latest report that's been released by Ericsson Global that talks about how Indian consumers are waiting for 5G to come and how there is a peak of utility needed here when compared to the UK and USA. Would you like to comment on that?
Sure. No, I mean, Indian subscribers are very eager for the service based on what we have seen from our research, and also willing to pay more for it. And so which is a good sign for the industry as such, right? So, yeah, it looks good.
Paying more for it, but if you're looking at higher tariffs, which of course is something that will be decided by the government and the private players, would you think that consumers would be willing to pay more for it?
That's what our consumer report says. And obviously, the decision is not with us. We are technology providers. It's with the telecom service providers, right? But the consumers, when asked, are okay to pay more.
And that is across urban or rural?
It was a sample which was across rural and sample, and then it was extrapolated.
That's commendable to know. One last question. What are India's plans when it comes to launch of 5G in terms of production, in terms of, are you also going to be working around new models of phones? Is there an upgrade needed?
So, again, we are a technology company. We are not into devices or mobiles. So when it comes to the technology, we will continue to innovate and make sure we have what is needed for India. As far as production, we were the first ones to start producing in 1994 in India. And with the 5G coming in, we are scaling up our production capabilities in our factory in Pune with our partner.
Great. Thank you very much for joining us on Business Today Television.
Thank you so much.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.